Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Alright, so moving on to the main event. We saw Doctor Strange. So, let's just give our initial thoughts of the movie, and then we'll get into it more with, like, you know, spoilers and whatnot. I thought that it was fucking fantastic.
Okay. I thought it was freaking fantastic.
I mean, you don't have to censor yourself. It's okay. We're all adults here, right?
No, I just didn't want to copy.
Kids that watch our show.
I just didn't want to copy off you. But yeah, what would you give it out of 10?
Right off the bat?
Yeah.
I would probably give it like an 8.5.
Okay. I'm in the same range as you.
I'm like, well, I'll get into it more later when we talk about spoilers, but like, I'm kind of like in between the two. I'm having a hard time figuring out which one I want to lean towards.
Okay.
There are some issues that I've been thinking about it a little bit.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I tend to overthink things sometimes, and maybe that's what I'm doing here, but like, there are a few little details that kind of, like, once you start pulling the string, it unravels the whole thing, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll get into it. But the movie itself was really, really good. Like, very well done.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of glad in a way that Marvel kind of took it back, their whole statement about, we're not doing origin stories anymore. It's fine. People don't know these characters.
Well, no. Actually, from what I've heard, the direct quote was, "No more origin stories after Doctor Strange." Like after Doctor Strange, they're not, like, Black Panther's not going to be an origin story.
Right. Well, what about
Spider-Man's not.
Well, what about Captain Marvel?
They're contemplating that. They might. She might already be Captain Marvel, from what I've heard. Mm-hmm. So yeah. I mean, because honestly, that was honestly one of the reasons why.
Well done.
I disagree, kind of. Well, no, the movie was good. I give it like an 8.
But you disagree with the fact that you think it's an origin story?
I don't. No. It was cliche, but it was well done.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it was.
Like, watching
you can
this
tell
movie
beat
kinda,
from beat. Yeah, like it was.
Watching this movie kind of brought me back to, like, seeing Iron Man in the theater. You know?
Yeah.
It's something you never really thought that you were going to get in your lifetime, and then it happens, and it's amazing, and it like, kicks off this whole new...
I love this movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't want to... Right off the bat, I don't want it to seem like I'm hating on it. I love this movie. Going back to your Iron Man comment, it's cool, too, because Stephen Strange and Tony Stark are almost the same guy, except you can...
tell one cares more than the other?
Yeah, like, you can hang out with Tony Stark. Strange is a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He's a prick. There was, we're gonna get into...
And he's kind of always gonna be a prick.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, we're gonna get into spoilers now. We're just gonna hit it.
All right,
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, there was the one scene where he was talking to his girlfriend, Rachel McAdams.
Right.
And, what the fuck did he say? And that everybody went, ooh. Like, I forget what the hell he said.
I don't even...
She said, like... she said something like, you know, like, it doesn't have to be this way. And he was like, why? So I can, like, live with you? Or some bullshit like that. And it kind of made everybody go, ooh.
Yeah, like, the whole crowd just kind of was just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're an asshole. I like that they made him an asshole.
Yeah.
I really did. And then, like, you can see...
And they didn't even make him, like, a lovable asshole. No, he's just a straight-up
prick,
dick.
Man. He only took surgeries that would make him more famous.
Yep.
That is so despicable.
Can we talk about those? Because there's a lot of speculation as to who those patients are or were.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Because there was the one where it was like, there was, they said that some kind of military guy, I think they said he was like an air, I don't remember exactly what it was.
In a metal suit.
Yeah, they said he was in like some kind of metal suit malfunction or some shit. And Phil was the one who leaned over to me. He's like, dude, this fucking War Machine. And then that's what everybody thought, and apparently the director's like, yeah, no, that wasn't...
It wasn't... You want... Because I was thinking about that. You know why I figured...
A lot of people are saying that it was the dude from whoever was in the suit in Iron Man 2.
Yeah. It was funny, because somebody mentioned that to me about, it was War Machine, and I was like, but they said he was 34 years old.
Yeah, Don Cheadle's
now 34 years old.
But then again, technically, Doctor Strange, everything that happened in that movie was a flashback.
It was.
So we don't know exactly when it takes place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's before... I think they at least confirmed that it's before Civil War.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I think it has to be. Because he went away for a while.
It has to also be, I guess, because we don't know even when the mid-credits scene takes place either, because it has to take place between Avengers: Age of Ultron,
right,
and
Civil
Thor
War.
Ragnarok.
Well, it doesn't take place. I know for a fact it doesn't take place during or after Civil War because. In Civil War, they go, oh, where's Thor? Where's Hulk? So I'm pretty sure this takes place before, like you said, before Ragnarok.
But after Age of Ultron.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. So maybe we'll see Doctor Strange in Ragnarok.
Scene. So I'm thinking that at the very least, Doctor Strange has to take place before Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
The movie itself has to take place before then.
Yeah. I'm just I'm excited. Maybe he'll be in Ragnarok now. That would be fucking awesome. I'm thinking
he probably will. If
just
anything,
to help him.
Because that scene was directed by the director of Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I'm super excited for. I know I'm going off a little topic here, but who cares? It's Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Thor Ragnarok.
Dude,
all the shit they're planning.
I mean, it's gonna be kind of like Planet Hulk a little bit. And then there's like this whole thing with Anthony Hopkins as Odin being on Earth as like some crazy hobo.
Oh which my god, that's gonna be awesome.
But yeah,
but let's go back to go back to Strange. Yeah. So he gets into the nasty car accident.
Right. Okay. Which was fucking ridiculous when that shit happened on screen.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, it's a Marvel movie, but there's no way he would have survived.
It was a bit cartoony.
And then the shit just got fucking speared.
It was a bit cartoony. It was fun though. It was fucking cartoony.
Yeah.
And then they show him, his hands were fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
His hands were destroyed. And as everybody knows, all the listeners, to be a surgeon, you need steady hands, and
he ain't got them no more.
Nope. And
that's like a big thing in the comics. Like, yeah, like I don't remember
how many surgeries did he have in the film. They just said several, right?
Yeah, he had a few. They never really said exactly how many.
Yeah,
I think if anything, the Ancient One might have said it.
Yeah, she said something.
She was spouting off like a whole bunch of like facts about him.
Yeah,
but I don't remember exactly the exact number. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But like it was great though, because like he's like at his fucking wit's end. His hands are all fucked up. There's nothing he can really do. He's like exhausted all of his resources and all of his money.
Yeah,
and he makes his way to Kamardash. Or whatever, however the fuck you pronounce that.
Say it again.
Kamardash.
Okay, we'll just.
He makes his way there, and they finally let him in, and he's just like, he's just a dick, and they fucking kick him out.
Well, first he goes to Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah, and he tells him how to.
I kept thinking of fucking Catwoman.
Yeah, that was like the last superhero movie he was.
I was just looking at him, I'm like, Catwoman. I don't know,
no, but that was great though. He was such a dick, and they just fucking put him out. He's just like, no, let me back in.
Yeah.
So somebody pointed out to me, he's like, that's kind of dumb that they put him out, because like they told him kind of everything. I'm like, yeah, but who would fucking believe him?
Exactly. That goes. I want to talk about this too, about this movie. I think they represented, the aspect of magic really well, and it kind of made me scratch my head when people would go, "Oh, how are they going to introduce magic into this world? Into this universe?" Yeah, exactly. Into this universe. I'm like, it's really not that hard to not believe.
And not only that, but like Thor gave a pretty good explanation in his fucking debut movie. He was like, "Yeah, what you guys call science, we call magic. It's like one and the same.
Yeah,
you know, we're just kind of manipulating different aspects of the physical world."
True, but I enjoyed this because it was straight up magic. Yeah.
But, like, it can still be explained away with Thor's explanation of how magic works.
Yeah, so it was, let's talk about Tilda Swinton. Can I be honest with this whole whitewashing thing? I didn't see her as a white person. I just saw her as something.
Yeah, I thought she was, like, you know, some other...
The performance was really good.
Yeah, she was, like, some otherworldly figure. I didn't really, like...
She didn't look human.
Yeah. I didn't really see her as anything other than the Ancient One.
She didn't look human. I say this, and I'll say it again. If they would have casted an Asian man in this role, there would have been, stereotype.
Yeah, of course.
But I just find it funny that, you know...
Not only did they not cast an Asian man,
they casted a woman.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of roles out there for women, and people are like... Oh, there's not a lot of roles out, and now they're bitching that a woman got a crazy role. I think she did great in this interpretation.
Yeah,
yeah, because that's what it is.
She's a very strong character too, and
she was great.
She kind of like outdicked Stephen Strange too for a little bit there.
Yeah,
because she was just like, she's like, look, you know, you're not getting the hang of this whole fucking magic thing, so I'm gonna just show you the hard way. Come with me, please. We have fucking Mount Everest. Yeah, dude. Bye. Get back with magic.
The Mount
That was great.
There was
a lot of fucking humor in this movie that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing.
It didn't bother
It fits in line with like the rest of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Like Stephen Strange does have a bit of a dark sense of humor at times in the comics, but he does have a sense of humor.
Yeah, he does, especially in the recent Jason Aaron comics. He has quips and all that. But yeah, another person I like too. I cannot pronounce the dude's name.
Ejiofor.
He's great, man.
Yeah, he was.
I can't wait to see him
fantastic.
as
Baron Mordo.
There you go. Yeah, as
the
Baron.
villain.
Yeah, I really can't.
Dude, like
they should have just.
I was really confused as to where they were gonna go with it. Like, because, you know, they were working together, and they were, like, partners, and he was teaching him, like, the ways of magic. I almost said the ways of the Force. He was teaching him the ways of,
well, it kind of is. You remember they were like, oh, she's using the darkness.
Yeah.
He's using the light. I was like, okay, that's whatever.
Yeah, he was teaching him, like, the ways of magic or whatever. And I was like, well, how is he... Because we as comic book readers, we know that Mordo is going to become a villain.
Yeah, he's basically his arch enemy, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's basically, like, how... The way that they set up Caecilius in this movie, the villain, is kind of how things tend to go between Strange and Mordo. You know, there's always, like if Strange is, like, the absolute good, Mordo's, like, the absolute evil. Like, they kind of balance each other out. And that's Mordo's whole, like... That's his whole motivation in the comics.
Well,
Mordo balance.
What makes Mordo great is that he thinks what he's doing is right.
Right.
That's what makes him great. And you know what? If they really, really want, they can have another good villain like Loki on their hands, because you have a great actor, you have a pretty damn interesting character. What made him interesting is that the Ancient One, or I think Wong might have mentioned it. I'm gonna see this movie again. I forgot. I saw it one time.
Mm-hmm.
One of them mentioned, he killed people in the past. Like, he has no problem doing it.
Yeah, it was Wong who told him that.
Yeah, Wong said it. Yeah, he has no issue killing people or anything like that. He fights for what he believes in. Now, somebody said, I don't really see it that way. I think they really copped out, because one of the end credit scenes is him just straight up saying, okay, there shouldn't be all this sorcery with all this magic. There should be one controlled person to have it. And that makes sense because of what he was taught, but somebody compared it to the scene in Green Lantern at the end of Green Lantern, but I don't see it that way because we didn't get that character
motivation.
We didn't get that character motivation with
Sinestro.
There you go. Yeah, we didn't get that character motivation with him. No. It was completely different. I think so.
I was gonna point that out because I have seen a couple of reviews and I've talked to a few people, and a lot of people are drawing parallels between this and Green Lantern.
It's a parallel, but one does it better.
I was gonna say this is Green Lantern done right.
Yeah. This is that story arc done right. I can't wait to see him in more stuff.
I know.
Some people said, "Oh, it was completely out of the blue." No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
there was clues.
There was a lot of setup to that.
There was a lot of
especially
clues,
when you find out how the Ancient One is using dark magic to to keep herself alive, and he's just like, "No, that's not how this should fucking work. That's evil magic, and we shouldn't have access to it. Just like you shouldn't have access to it."
Exactly. So he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be playing both sides, and I think he's gonna be against Doctor Strange because,
they're both working towards the same goal.
It's just one does it more fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. One's a killer, basically.
Essentially, I mean, he didn't technically kill Benjamin Bratt.
I mean, he
fucked him to high hell, but he didn't kill him.
Yeah, I mean, he crippled him, but he left him. He's
still got that upper body strength.
It's fucked
He's still got that upper body strength. He can army crawl, man. Army crawl it.
Yeah, use that Catwoman money.
That cat.
I don't know.
All that shit money he didn't make.
I don't know why I'm ragging. I mean, I loved him in.
It was a goddamn terrible movie.
I loved him in Demolition Man. I guess.
It was in Demolition Man. I forgot about that.
Miss Congeniality.
God, he's a better. Clearly he got one.
This episode's about Benjamin Bratt. Going back to Mordor. I think it's a fascinating villain, and I can't wait.
I think that he could be
part
just
two
as
should
good
be,
as
Loki.
Fisk.
Or as Loki too. As Loki, he can be in that.
Gray area.
Great, yeah. I hope the second Doctor Strange movie, by the way, is called Doctor Strange. I was thinking Sorcerer's Apprentice. I don't know why I was good.
Doctor Stranger Things.
Doctor Stranger Things. That's what we should title it. You should title this Unstuck in the Long Box Doctor Stranger. Please, that's it. That's the title.
Yeah. Okay, definitely.
All right, cool. But yeah, Sorcerer Supreme. That's what they should call it, honestly, because he should be Sorcerer Supreme by part 2.
Yeah, definitely.
I think. But yeah, going on with the movie, what do you think of the whole? Do you think they really fleshed out the training? Because I have a bit of an issue with it, but I
feel like, for the amount of time that the movie ran and the way that they were trying to tell the story, we kind of glossed over the training a bit. It was more or less just like, he's trying to get good at this one thing. Okay, now he's good at that thing. And now he's working on this, and he's good at that too. But they explained it in such a way that it made sense because he has a photographic memory.
Yeah, he's a genius. He can just read stuff and he gets it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He has his brain works on a level that other people's just don't.
Yeah. So
I'm fine with them glossing over the training because he's a fast learner. That's for the most part, by and large, how that worked. Yeah. So I'm okay with them kind of going through it pretty quickly. Honestly, it's the best way they could have done it because if they had fleshed it out more, the movie would have lost me.
Okay.
Because if they spent too much time doing that, people would have gotten bored.
Okay. Yeah.
It's interesting, but you can do that on a TV series. That's fine. But in a movie, when you only have
2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was just I am glad that they used his intelligence as a way of saying, "Hey, I get it."
Yeah.
But it's just going to take practicing.
They didn't baby the audience, which is great.
Yeah. And some people might. The reason why I bring that up is because I kind of got afraid that some people might consider that. Let's call him a Mary Sam.
Mary Stu.
Huh?
There's an actual phrase for
Oh,
it.
Mary Stew.
Gary Stew.
Oh, Gary Stew.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a Gary Stew, but he is a flawed character.
Yeah.
Because he's in it for himself. The line,
Yeah, and not only that, but like he wasn't just automatically good at it.
No, he wasn't.
Fucking sucked for a long time.
The other thing too that really kind of not frustrated me, but it's just a little nitpick, and I don't know if you'll agree or not, but
I mean, if we're getting into negatives, I have a couple things that I want to point out.
okay,
So
yeah,
go
we'll
ahead.
just talk about negatives then as of right now. Time passing. I kind of wish they made a little bit of an announcement
As to how long
it's been, because
Yeah.
to some people this could be a month.
Mm-hmm.
To some people this could be a week.
I'd like to think
Yeah.
that maybe he was there training for like a year.
I
But
want to
it's
say
hard
a
to
year,
really
too.
say.
It really is, and the fact that this, I mean, it didn't really take me out of the. It didn't really take me out, but I just kind of went, is when he was stabbed, and he came back to Rachel McAdams, and she kind of just accepted it. That was kind of weird, but then I was thinking, I'm like, okay, but she lives in the world where the Avengers exist.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, you would still be kind of freaked out.
Oh,
Wouldn't
yeah,
you?
But she was.
For a brief second, and then she kind of went, okay, and then she just kept
Yeah.
going. Like there wasn't.
I mean, once he opened up the portal in the janitor's closet, I think she got it.
Yeah, I mean, little nitpick, just little, like nothing crazy. And remember, when he wasn't a doctor anymore, and then the ancient one got stabbed. Or, no, she got stabbed and fell off the building. And I was like, okay, cool. So they're just gonna let him let him in the surgery room.
I know, right?
Even though he's not a quotation doctor anymore.
Exactly, he's not licensed to practice medicine anymore.
But
they're just like,
yeah,
yeah,
do
go,
this.
They're like, yeah, go ahead, come on into the operating room, you're fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you used to be a doctor, so it's all good.
Yeah,
no, that's not how that would work.
Once again, doesn't ruin the movie. It's just
small
it's
little
just funny.
things.
It's just funny.
But yeah, one of the things
yeah.
that like I kind of had a little bit of a problem with, and a lot of people don't agree with me because I've talked to a few people at work about it. The effects were really good as far as like all the world warping shit and all like the fucking movement and like that was really good, but the actual magic itself, like the spells, like the weird like magic whips and the fans and the fucking like protection shields,
Shields.
those looked a little too hokey to me at times. Like they
Okay.
it for some reason it just didn't seem as up to par with the rest of the effects that were going on.
Gotcha.
So like I don't know, maybe that's just me, but
Yeah, I
it
mean,
just
I
seemed a
thought they
little
were fine.
off-putting.
Yeah, I thought, me personally, I thought it was fine.
I
Yeah,
don't know, just
yeah, I
it
thought
just
it's
seemed a little
cool.
off-putting. Like there were times where you could tell like the characters had become CG, like when Mordo would use the boots.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like you could
yeah.
tell that wasn't an actual person doing that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, I
So
got
like
you.
some of the effects just kind of
We're hokey here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
so like that brings it down a bit for me. But a huge thing that was fucking fantastic to me was something I never thought I would see on screen ever in my lifetime. So, I mean, we've been talking spoilers for a while, but like this is the really big one. If you don't care, I would say you should probably start caring right about now because we're really gonna spoil some shit. So like, here's your out. 3, 2, 1. I never thought I would see Dormammu on screen ever. That is one thing I never imagined would happen.
I
in
was
my
I was
lifetime.
I was happy with that.
Yeah. He's
there,
great.
There are. I really can't stand the complaint some people have. Oh, he's the Galactus. I'm like,
No, not at all.
He wasn't a fucking cloud. There was something there. It just wasn't his
He didn't-
final.
Yeah, he doesn't have a physical body right now because he doesn't need one. He's just in a realm of like dark energy.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Exactly. And
There was a reason for him to be formless.
yeah, some people were saying, "Oh, I think they didn't give him his body because he looks too similar to Ghost Rider," which he does.
Yeah, I mean,
I can
it's
see
just
that.
a flaming face.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think...
But as far as looks too similar to Ghost Rider, like the rest of his body doesn't look anything like Ghost Rider.
Trust me, I know
the
that.
Purple robe and the gold belt.
I think they were doing that because they didn't want to confuse a general audience who likes Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and that, maybe?
Yeah,
that's just my guess. We're obviously going to see this character in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he didn't...
I'm pretty sure, chances are the sequel will probably be Mordo going to Dormammu. Like, look, I don't think dark magic is okay, but to help further service my ends to the mean, I'm gonna need backup. So
I think he's a formidable opponent for the Avengers too.
Yeah,
That's just my opinion. I really
that'd
think
be
that...
fucking nuts.
Yeah, that would be cool. Let's talk about how one of my all-time favorite parts of the movie or of any Marvel movie is how he defeated him.
Yeah,
that was
my
really
God,
cool.
The time loop.
That was cool.
That was.
Explain to the listeners. Obviously, if they, if they're too far into the spoilers already and don't care, how he got the time. Because he had like it wasn't a watch. It was how he kept turning time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So essentially, what happened is Strange used the Eye of Agamotto, and he created a time loop, but like he had it, I guess, transfixed to his arm.
Yeah.
Somehow, and I think because I was talking to one of my coworkers about it, I'm pretty sure he had it set so that in the event that he dies, it would start over.
Yeah.
Because my friend was saying, oh, well, how does he know how long it's going to take for Dormammu to kill him or whatever? I'm like, I don't think he had it set for a specific amount of time for the time loop. I think he just had it set so that if he dies, it would jumpstart from when he arrived.
That was great.
Because that was fucking... The second he came back after he died the first time, I was like... and I yelled it. I was like, it's like Groundhog Day!
Yeah. I thought it was a cool way. Honestly,
yeah, because that was great. There wasn't really like a final showdown fight or anything.
It was a bargain.
He outsmarted him.
Yeah. I thought that was really, really clever. Because when Dormammu freaking blew him away, I was like, okay, so I'm guessing he's going to be down or in another dimension or something like that.
Yeah.
And the Ancient One is going to fucking give him
talk.
Yeah, give him like the Rocky... I can't believe I mentioned this. The Rocky 5 Mickey pep talk. Get up, you son of a bitch! Like one of those, and then get up and start fighting. But they completely did it a different way. And this goes back, and I'm sorry I'm mentioning this. I know people love Suicide Squad. This is what was wrong with stuff like Suicide Squad, and I'll even throw Age of Ultron in there. I'm tired of the same old shit where they go up to the big villain and destroy the big beam in the sky.
Yeah.
This was not that. He went to the... Let's call it a beam. He went to the big beam in the sky, and he tricked it.
No, he didn't even go to a big beam.
It wasn't even a beam,
he just
right?
jumped through the portal.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. So he jumped in the portal that had the big beam. No, I'm kidding. All right, I'm joking. So, yeah, I just thought it was
because the dark
clever.
dimension was consuming our world.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I know what I gotta do. And he didn't even say anything to anybody. He's just like, I got this. He took off, and they're like, what the fuck, dude?
It was clever. I think that's something that character would do.
Yeah.
That's why it was clever.
Dude, how long do you think he was doing that?
This seemed a while.
That's what I'm saying, because, like, my friend and I, we were talking about it, and he was like, do you think that, like, he was there for the amount of time that actually showed on the screen? I'm like, nah, I think he was there for probably, like, centuries doing that.
Oh my god, imagine.
Because, like, I don't remember the exact number, but someone, like, took the time out to figure out how long Bill Murray was stuck in Groundhog Day, and it was, like, in, like, the thousands of years or some shit.
Oof.
So I'm like, what if they did, like, a Groundhog Day kind of thing, which, I mean, yeah, the time loop was, but, like, what if he was stuck there for, like, centuries? Because I don't think Dormammu would have, gotten so fucking...
Gave up really...
he wouldn't have given up in 10 minutes.
Yeah. It was clever.
Yeah.
It was super clever. And,
this movie definitely made its way into my fucking top 5 of, like, Marvel movies.
Okay.
Because
Top 5, I don't know. I gotta look.
I wrote it down the other day, but I threw it out. But
yeah, because it's still
it's so good.
It's good. It's still Guardians. I don't even fucking remember.
It's my favorite origin story of like Marvel movies since Iron Man.
Okay.
Because like Iron Man was in my top 5 for a long time because it's like such a well done origin story.
Well, it started it all too.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
But it's not even just that. It's just such a well done.
It is.
Origin for Tony Stark, and like I said in the beginning, this movie kind of reminded me a lot of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it took a lot of the things that made that movie work and did it even better.
Yeah. This is probably gonna be because there's 14 Marvel movies.
Yeah.
This is gonna be in the top 10. I just really liked it. I can't wait to see it again. Honestly, I can't wait to pick up stuff I haven't seen the first time. What's another great thing about it I wanted to mention? Benedict Cumberbatch was great. Yeah, he.
I can't do like a very good impression of him, but like the voice that the accent that he put on for it was really well done.
Yeah, some people didn't like it. I'm like, it was fine.
Yeah, like it worked.
Yeah, it was fine as long as he wasn't like from
British.
from like another country or something. It was fine.
Fine.
Not that there's anything wrong with people from other countries.
No.
You got to stay PC nowadays. But I'm just saying. I thought he was great. What else can I say about? I can't wait to see him in Infinity.
Yeah, dude.
Like this brings a whole nother. Another thing I wanted to mention, since he had the time stone, the time gem.
Oh yeah. So now we're at 5 out of 6.
Yes. So people were saying, this makes Doctor Strange undefeatable. I'm like, well, he has one of the time.
He's got one of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, he has one of the stones. Some people call them stones. Some people call them gems. You ever realize that?
Well, in the comics, they were the Infinity Gems, but
Yeah.
the movies started calling them stones.
I know.
I don't know.
I call them gems all the fucking time. But they were saying, he's gonna be undefeatable. I'm like, well, Thanos is gonna get those, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna obviously get it, and they're fucked.
And you know what the best? No, dude.
I'm just thinking, they're fucked.
You know what the best part of Doctor Strange is? Even if Thanos even when Thanos gets the Infinity Stone from him, he's still gonna be one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
He's
I
not
agree.
strong because he has that. He's strong because he's fucking smart.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying that's a good tool to have.
Oh yeah,
in a time like that. But it's just kind of like, all right. I can't wait for that.
Final ratings, I would say.
Final rating, I'd give it a solid 8. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm leaning 8.5.
Cool. I think this is the first time you rated a movie higher than me.
Really?
I think so.
Holy shit.
I think so.
But yeah, if you haven't seen Doctor Strange, definitely
check it out.
Go see it.
Check. One last thing I wanted to mention.
Yeah,
I made a joke. Remember the joke I made about Thanos putting on his boots?
I'm coming.
As a fucking after credit scene, just putting on a jacket. I'm coming. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm on my fucking way, man.
I'm on my way.
He's getting his gauntlet on. He's got his boots. He's getting his fucking. I'm on my way, man. I'm coming.
I can't wait to see Josh Brolin as that. Holy shit, that's gonna be good.
The other joke that I said, because like the whole movie, Mordo kept saying the bill comes due, and then he left and he was like, because you know how it says Doctor Strange will return. I was like, how great would it be if like Mordo's supervillain name from now on, he's not Baron Mordo, he's the debt collector. Like he just shows up to Doctor Strange's fucking Sanctum Sanctorum. He's like, Strange, the bill comes due. I'm the debt collector.
So good. It was so good. I'm liking it the more I think about it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm getting the Ant-Man effect.
Yeah, dude.
Like I just keep thinking of, it's funny too. I know we were supposed to stop, but I just got
We
one
can't
more.
help it.
Yeah, I got one more thing I want to say. You see, I have to say this. I know there's a war between Marvel fans and DC fans, and Marvel makes better movies, man.
Yeah, they do.
I'm not saying, look, Marvel's not. I wish they were paying me, but Marvel's not paying me. I'm just saying it from.
They have the better, well-constructed movies.
Look,
they put a lot of thought into this shit.
Compare Doctor Strange to, let's say,
Man of Steel.
I was gonna say Batman v Superman, because at least Man of Steel has a beginning, middle, and end.
That's why I'm saying compare the two, because
because it's the more.
I would say it's the best DC movie from this cinematic universe.
And it's getting
That's
worse.
not saying a lot.
It's getting, look. It has a beginning, middle, and end. It has characters you like, or characters you want to root against. It has compare the villain. Well, compared to soon to be villain to Lex Luthor. His motives.
Yeah.
His motives, man. Honestly,
I don't know. It's just the whole fucking thing.
Go see the movie. That's all I'm saying. Go see the movie.
If you want to see superhero movies done right, not to sound like a fucking fanboy, but it's just...
We want DC movies to do good.
Yeah.
We really want, but they're not giving us the content.
So until they do, we're going to pay out through the nose to see Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it right.
Yes. What do you think?
Yeah,
we barely have any commenters, and I'm going to cry soon. But what do you guys think? Are we pieces of shit for not liking DC movies? Are we...
Did you like Suicide
Suicide Squad?
I want to know.
Even though it's completely irrelevant to this review. Did you like Doctor Strange? Do you fucking hate Doctor Strange? Let us know. Start a convo. Don't argue, but have a point.
Yeah.